Hello there everyone and welcome to Just Beneath the Surface, a place and destination guide here at Second Life, and prominently most of it is actually, as you can tell by the title, under the surface of the water. However, the beginning area right here is actually rather nice looking, as you can see here. Appears as a set of ruins essentially, and the entrance in which we will be heading underwater is also within here. So we will be heading in today and taking a look at what exactly is underneath the surface. And this area actually has a road to it, so I think you could actually probably drive a car through here perhaps, or something along those lines. This is actually part of a community area, I think, as it spans several regions. And we can see several candles flickering around. Currently I have the wind light set to sunset as it's doing regular time here. Unfortunately it's at night at the moment, so that doesn't usually have a good look to it for recording for places like this. But once I get underwater I think it will not matter. Unfortunately I'm going to have to do some text refreshing here already. And over here is the entrance into the ruins, but let's go ahead and take a look down the path right over here, just to see where the other entrance would be. We can see the signs for the region crossing already, which I'm not going to pass. There we go. And yes, here we are at the ruins. Underneath the water here is the entrance point to where we need to go. But first we're going to actually check upwards, as there is a way, there's actually an upper area to this place, though the main way you would go there is actually broken at the moment. Which, the first time I came here it was not, though the last two times I've come, it has been, so unfortunately it seems like that hasn't been fixed. You can see some of the tiles underneath the water there. Yeah, you would actually be able to take this little like elevator trolley thing upwards to the top roof area, which I don't know if I could actually. Yeah, it doesn't seem to actually want to do anything that way. But, that's unfortunate. Though, obviously, we could fly up there. And you can actually see the particle chain that's holding the little elevator. Though I think maybe I could make it come up from here. Let me see. Or, nope, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it's completely busted, I think. Or at least it needs to be flipped. It looks like maybe it caught on the edge of the roof or something, honestly. But up here, I think this is like an airport area. So you can actually drive cars and do planes around here. At least to me, this looks like a runway. I'm pretty sure it's a runway. I'm just trying to make sure I don't cross regions while I'm still above water. I think perhaps we'll go around this corner and see what's here, and then after that we'll head towards the water after that. Oh, yeah, okay. We can see the downward area from here. Where we started was down below by that white line on the road. So, okay. Now, I've figured out that there's one area in particular to go. There's actually a couple areas that you can end up underwater here. Though, from what I've figured, where you actually want to go is over this way. Basically towards this corner. Because when you go underneath here and look over in this corner, you'll actually find a doorway. And this leads into an underground room that's filled with coins. Very nice. Some gold down here as well. Some gems in the coin piles as well. Can't actually go through this door. There should be another door, I think, though. Probably upstairs. This is actually an area that I don't usually record, because community areas are a bit more difficult to record in. Though I really like the sense of exploration you get from this idea of having... Essentially, what it is that we have multiple regions connected to each other, and all the underwater areas are essentially a part of this whole thing of just beneath the surface. So we're going to go through multiple regions of underwater exploration and see exactly what's underneath all these regions. Which, if you wouldn't go under the water, you would never actually figure it out, I imagine, if you were above water. So it is an interesting sort of contrast of having, like, I saw, like, parcel names of clubs and palaces and things like that, and all this stuff above water, while all this is underwater here. And we could already see a bit of some ruins off to the distance here, past these kelp. I think this is kelp. And we'll be getting to that shortly. Can still see the glow off in the distance. That's actually really nice. And we'll follow this pathway over here, which will actually lead us into the ruins. And you can see down here that there's also a temple, which you can go right through. Perhaps like a Greek temple of some sort, perhaps, or Roman. something along those lines. And we can see some of the aquatic life around as well. Some fish and seahorses. And then we have this thing, which we should take a look at. Looks rather neat, I have to say. And there goes the wind light, though I think it's making it darker, so that actually might help it. And all this is on the bottom area of it. And down here it looks like we have some more... They look like ruined houses that perhaps is slipping underneath the sea. Yeah, it looks like exactly what they are. I'm slipping through regions like crazy. Back here is essentially the big kelp forest that we saw earlier. The giant oyster, and it closes right when I get next to it. Or maybe when I touched it. Another oyster off in the distance here. Let's see, let's touch this one and see what happens. Yep, they close untouched. Got a nice view of that one though. Let's take a look at the upper floor of this thing here. Can I not use these? Oh, fell right through the stairs. That's not what I was expecting, to say the least. Will these stairs work? Yep, they work. Okay. Guess it's just the bottom ones. And then I fall through the platform. Alright, let's head on out past this and see what we can find. You can hear the sound of water. Okay, so I guess we have to go this way. Into the kelp forest. This looks promising. See barnacles, and I think that's a statue of a seahorse. Yeah, it is. Okay. These are, I think, sea anemones, if I even pronounce that right. Anemones? animals. I could be way off on what I'm thinking of. Let's text refresh. Oh, they went into spear mode. That's not what I wanted. So the only bad thing about text refreshing stuff is that sometimes they'll do this. Let's continue on, shall we? Got a bit of... There we go. Looks like we're coming up on some more ruins, it looks like, and there's also a bit of stuff up this way towards almost near the surface. Actually, it looks a bit brighter around here. Actually see the outlines of the buildings and whatnot above surface, which is kind of a neat effect. I could see whales hanging out around here. This looks like a port of some sort this way. That's neat. Let's head back down here towards these ruins. You can see sharks in the water down here now too. This looks to be a tunnel of some sort this way, I think. You can see a close-up with a shark right here going by. Looks like we've come up towards a ruined mansion, it looks like, almost. That's what it looks like to me in any case. Looks like a tunnel off this way. Let's see where it leads. Some giant crystals down here. Looks like we've reached another set of ruins. Are these the same ruins as before? Huh. No, this area looks different. So I think this is a different set of ruins. Interesting. Let's continue on, shall we? Here's some more ruins of buildings over this way. Though this is definitely a different area, it looks like. Some sort of statue of a monster down here. And it looks like a statue of perhaps a mermaid? Yeah, that's what it looks like. More sharks around in this area. I see a bright light off this way. Another underwater house off here. Ah, it's coming from a boat, it looks like here. Looks like there's another set of ruins off this way, though this might be actually where we started, since there's a long line of kelp this way, and we were next to a wall as well. Let's see. If it is, then I'll see the way I went originally around here too. Yep, there it is. So yeah, we've actually gone full circle. Didn't even mean to, but I think this would probably be a good spot to stop in any case anyways. I would definitely check this out for yourself. It's possible that I may have missed things underneath the water. And I think it's quite a bit of a neat exploration as well, since there's not a whole lot of underwater places that are like region connected like this. Can I land here? Let's see. Nope, can't land there. Lesson learned. But yeah, I would say take a look at this place, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you then.